Of course, we're bringing you developments across the land in Kogi State. Preparations are on cue right now because stakeholders have met today on the recall process of Senator Dino Melaye when his constituents say they want him recalled. So the process has continued right now, and stakeholders have met today. On Saturday, the verification exercise will commence, and on 29th, which is a Sunday, the result will be released. And we also told you earlier that senators paid a solidarity visit to Senator Dino Melaye today at the National Hospital, where the lawmaker representing Kogi West is lying ill after the encounter he had with the police yesterday. The Nigerian Senate has also summoned the Inspector General of Police over the way the arrest of the senator was handled. The Senate President, Bukola Saraki, led other senators to the National Hospital on a visit to the colleague, Dino Melaye, who is currently on admission at the hospital, reportedly handcuffed to his bed. Senator Melaye on Tuesday landed in the hospital after jumping out of a moving police vehicle, according to report which was conveying him to Lokoja, Kogi State capital, where he's expected to be interrogated by the police in connection with the allegation that he harmed some thugs and in relation to other criminal activities. But then let's focus on the major issue of today. President Muhammadu Buhari has been summoned by the House. The members of the House of Representatives believe President Buhari has some questions to answer over the security situation in the country. House of Representatives summoned the president after debating the recent killings, especially in Benue State. The House will suspend sitting for 3 days in solidarity with Nigerians over the attacks.
If any member has any question to ask, he can ask Mr. President, because he's our president. He's presiding over Nigeria, and he's the chief security officer of the country. So I move that this House summon Mr. President to appear before us to address security issues and to answer questions.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against it say nay. Nay. The ayes have it.
But let's get the presidency's reaction on this one. Will the president be appearing before the lower chamber or not? Will the president give some answers to the security situation, especially the recent one, the killing of priests in Benue State, and the one that's happened today, the latest developments about the killings today in Benue State? I have joining me via Skype, Mr. Femi Adesina. He's the spokesperson of the president. Thank you, Mr. Adesina, for your time today. Quickly, will the president appear before the House?
Well, it's a development that just happened. Today is Wednesday, and almost all throughout the day we had been in the Federal Executive Council meeting. That meeting did not rise till after 5 p.m. So it was after 5 p.m. when I got back to my office that I saw that news scrolling on the television. That means the president himself hadn't heard of it at that time. So when the lawmakers, the House of Representatives, communicate their decision to the president, it will be responded to accordingly.
With what has happened today, we've seen situation of asking the vice president to appear before the lawmakers. Now it's going to be the case of the president. Do you think your principal will honor the invitation if it's sent to him?
Well, it's democracy in action. The House has the right to ask anybody to appear, and the president is holding the position as a trust for Nigerians. Is the mandate of Nigerians that he is holding. But when they communicate that decision to him, he will respond to it accordingly. I can't be talking of what he will do until that decision is communicated to the president.
What is the latest that you can tell us that the government has? Because we understand that the Christian Association of Nigeria is making some move regarding the killings of the priests in Benue State. We understand also The government in Benue State on the ground there are agitated over what has happened to their people in Benue State. It seems to be that there seems to be some measures that the people of that state are asking for, more measures to secure their lives. Any latest development from the president and from the government in terms of the security and more decisions to be made on the securing their lives?
Yes, I am aware that the security is taking some steps, but then you know that security decisions are not what you disclose until the security swing into action. But I know that definitely yes, because I spoke to some people in the third echelon of security and they are making some moves. But one thing is significant. Right on your station last night, I heard the deputy governor of Benue speak, and he said that these killings are beyond farmers-herdsmen clashes. That was what the deputy governor said yesterday, and I think that is very instructive. What we now seem to have on our hands are the normal herdsmen who carry sticks and cutlass, and then some abnormal and unnatural herdsmen who are killers in disguise, who perpetrate this evil. So you see that it's a multi-dimensional thing now and is beyond the ordinary farmer-husband clashes which we have had with us for decades. This is not what is happening in the country now.
Maybe it could be what the president made reference to some dissidents from Libya, according to what he said in London. But as it stands right now, do you think that the president might be declaring those killer herders terrorists? Because that's one thing that the lawmakers are asking.
Declare, you declare those you know terrorists. If these people strike like devils and vanish like ghosts, then who do you declare terrorists? It's not about playing to the gallery. It's not about just sheer body movement so that people can applaud you. No, it's about finding an enduring solution to this evil. It's an evil that has been unleashed on our country. It's a sinister plot. Who are those behind this sinister plot? That needs to be unraveled by security. Like the president said in his statement yesterday, they are even bent on causing bloodshed through religion. That's why they killed priests. So there is a lot more than meets the eye in all these killings around the country.
Then perhaps we'll be hearing from the president anytime soon, possibly, Mr. Additional?
That you'll be hearing from the president?
Directly on this very much development.
Of course, there are channels of communication. Anytime there's anything definite, the president, of course, will always talk to the country. There are many channels of communication, and he will use any of them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Additional, for your time on the program tonight. That takes us to break now. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we get some dissection of the issue. Legally, can the House of Reps summon the president? Will he answer them? What exactly is the way forward on this one? We have my guest here in our Abuja studio. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.